What is up, guys? I'm Sauce Williams, aka TheSwolefessor, here to educate you on health and social well-being. Today is Wednesday. It's just a few days after my last meet, and we are officially, as of today, 16 weeks out from Nationals, USAPL Raw Nationals. And the reason we're officially 16 weeks out from today is because the 74 kg lifters, which is my weight class, are going to be competing on Wednesday, October 16th in Chicago. So I'm very excited about this, mainly because, my first powerlifting meet was November of 2015. There's the Longhorn in Austin, if I remember correctly. And after that first meet, I already qualified for Nationals. So every year I've qualified for Raw Nationals, but I did not want to go until I felt like I was at a point where it would mean something. Not even in the sense of being like, oh, I'm gonna go in there and win or be top 10, nothing like that. But in the sense of like, I wanted to actually like build my strength up, build up a decent total to where I feel like it would be like worth going. So originally I was planning on going last year, but you guys know everything that happened with, as far as that, with me not going and my decision to not go. But definitely going for sure this year. Very excited about it, looking forward to it. And I actually, forgot to tell you guys in the meet video, but I actually did accomplish my goal. I told you guys that with this meet, I want to try to land like, in the top 30 in my weight class. Now, had I hit the third squat I wanted, the third bench that I wanted, I would have ended up being like ranked 24, 25 right now. But despite that, I was still just barely able to knock off the guy who was ranked number 30. So once they get all that updated, I should be sitting right at number 30 out of all the 74 kg lifters. Last year, I was like 69 out of 1,000. So to be bumped up that much is pretty cool for me. Now, with that being said, this first block that we're doing, like going into it, like there's a lot of fun stuff, man. It's gonna be a good time. As always, I'm gonna take you guys through each and every day and explain the why behind everything that I'm doing. Starting with today, and today should be a fun session because it's gonna, let's see, because my clients Dennis and Heather are still in town for my wedding, which is gonna be this Friday. You boys get married. Gonna be training with Michael as well, my client Michael, because his primary day is today as well, since he's also 74 kg lifter. Then my coach Brendan and his girlfriend Kristen, they're in town for my wedding as well, so we're gonna be training with them. Derek's here, Mark's here. It's just gonna be a really fun time as far as like training for this week, all the way up until Saturday. So look forward to taking you guys through these days and kind of breaking everything down as far as what we're doing and why. And for those of you wondering, and I've explained this in videos before, but the reason we're getting right back into it isn't even just because like, oh, Nationals is 16 weeks out, which really isn't that far away. It's only like 4 months, which when you think about it, that's just 4 blocks. Isn't exactly a whole lot of time, but it's more so the fact that whenever you finish a powerlifting meet, or even if you're not a powerlifter, whenever you just finish like a heavy intensity block, or maybe you test your max or hit some heavy singles at the end of the block, you don't want to take too much time off. If you take up to maybe like a week off, that's not too bad, but I tend to like to keep it to maybe just after that testing day, maybe have anywhere from like 3 to no more than 4 days of rest before getting right back into it, because your baseline is now higher, it's now elevated. You've touched that heavier weight and you want to get right back into volume and building off of that baseline, which I've explained that to you guys before. I'll actually have in the description box down below the link to that video where I talk about that in depth. But anyway, about to get dressed, get ready, and I'll see you guys at the gym.
Alright guys, so Michael finally showed up. We were supposed to meet here early around 10:30, but you know, that boy on that CPT time. Anyway, yeah, we're just starting early because our workout's gonna take a little bit longer. Like I said, Wednesdays are now my primary days instead of Saturdays. So I've got my SBD session. He's got heavy squats and deadlifts. But before we get into all that, I just want to talk to you guys really quickly. So you guys know that for my prep for PowerFest last year, leading up to PowerFest, I was using a heel. But then after that, I went to flats, and the flats felt a lot better and more comfortable. Main reason being is that I was using the Nike Romaleos, or as Michael calls them, the Romaleos. And they're a 0.75 heel. And they would just really wear on my knees and made my positioning feel really off, whereas flats just felt more natural. It was also a lot easier for me to dig my feet into the ground. But what we're gonna try today is, Mikey's letting me use his old Addy Powers, and these are 0.5, right, Michael? Michael, 0.5? Yeah, these are a 0.5 heel, so they're not quite as high as the Romaleos. So we're gonna try it, see if it's like a nice middle ground, see if it makes me feel like I get a little bit more quad drive coming out the hole without changing up my positioning too much. And if they feel great, I might be using these up into Nationals. And if not, then I'll just stick with the flats. But after this, I'll definitely know for sure. Because I know that when a heel's too high, it's just not for me, and I definitely prefer flats. But we'll see how this middle ground heel feels. We got my boy Dennis over here. Dennis, say what's up, boy. Yeah. Got my boy Dennis. Homie Mark.
Hey, keep it on me, man.
What's up? What's up?
Keep it on me.
What you got to say?
All I gotta say is all y'all some hoes for not subscribing to my channel.
Subscribe to the boy. Klein Heather over here. Young boy. Born Klein Darion, bro. You know what this means, bro? Let me explain something to y'all. So we still got half the group that ain't here yet, but all my clients here. TheSwolefessor team punctual. Guys, so that was 375 for my tap set of 5 at RP6. Keeping in mind that today is my primary day, so it's my heavier day. And we're doing sets of 5s, not 3s, not 2s, 5s. So I already know my higher volume days are gonna be like sets of 8 to 10. And that's just because right now we're just really focused on volume. With being 16 weeks out, we have time to really push volume. And once again, like I said, build upon the baseline from the meet. That 375 felt really good. It actually looked a lot better, even than what it felt. The only issue is that I'm still kind of getting used to the heel, so my depth feels off. Like even though I'm hitting depth, it doesn't feel like it. So I almost feel like I'm trying to time it perfectly, and it's kind of causing me to have a little bit of stall going up. But I'm gonna give it like a week or two to really be able to gauge it and compare to see how it feels compared to the flats. So I won't notice after one day. But anyway, now I got 2 back down sets of 5 with 7% less than my top set. All right, Derek. Michael. Yep, let's go. Come on. Let's go, D. Tall man squat, long femur game, let's go. There we go, come on. Long and lanky, but he don't care. Long and lanky. All right, guys, back down sets are done. The weight was 348, and man, like heels or no heels, I know the reason I feel so like left today is because one, it's hot, which feels great for like warming up and all the joints, but the heat's actually so quickly in here. And then two, I just competed, so even though I don't really feel sore or beat up, everything's just gonna feel a little bit more fatiguing than usual. Anyway, next, I got possum deadlifts, but with hook grip. B is having me go to hook grip. Now, I told you guys before, a lot of y'all use hook grip because you're trying to prevent imbalances and stuff like that. And I told you that if you're doing enough back accessory work and pull accessory work outside of just your deadlifts, especially since deadlifts usually aren't all that high volume, you don't have to worry so much about muscular imbalances as long as you're equally distributing tension on the deadlift. The reason we're going to hook is because whenever I get to max upper pulls, there's this slight little like helicopter action going where it's a little bit like I come up and I almost twist a little bit and then I have to like even back up. So we're gonna play with the hook grip to see if that helps me mitigate that. How do you white and on CPT time? How does that work?
Y'all, bro.
How does that work?
I'm darker than y'all.
Top set.
Felt a lot great, a lot better. Just focusing on that foot.
Yeah, that's everything, man. All right, guys. So, I think I'm about to go up 10 more pounds for my top set. So my pauses are feeling a little bit sloppy. I haven't done pause deadlifts in literally over a year, but they're gonna be really good for me because the purpose is, of course, like pause rep usually is, maintaining tension and position. As far as my positioning, I'm focusing on a tight upper back, an extended lower back, and then keep my hips open. Speaking of which, the hook grip has helped me a lot with that. As you guys can probably tell, it feels horrible, and I really have to just focus on like everything else and not thinking about my grip during it. It always still hurts once I'm done, but that helped me a lot with that last build-up set. But the reason it helps me stay more open is because since I'm not having any type of twisting that I sometimes do with the mixed grip, one side isn't kind of like caving in more than the other, so I'm able to keep my hips nice and open, which just makes it a much smoother pull. Anyway, yeah, that was 418, 420 for my last build-up. I'm about to just go up 10 pounds, probably to 430, because I'm gauging everything kind of based off grip and position more so than the actual weight right now. And it's a good starting point right after the meet, and we'll build it up from there. So that top set easily felt the best. My pauses were clean, my back stayed tight positioning, and I didn't feel my thumbs at all until it was done. Mind over matter, I'm just not thinking about it. Anyway, we're gonna blast my back downs, and then we got bench press, then we'll be done. Good. Don't rush it. Easy, come on. Yeah. There you go, Heather. Get the chest elevated, retract. Good. One, two. Yep, you're good, you're good. One, two. There you go, good. Good. Easy. This is the ritual for bench, man. Pre-bench ritual.
Huh?
Pre-bench ritual. Add 10 pounds to your bench.
Shit, 15. You know what I'm saying?
Alright guys, we're back at the crib. As you guys saw, I'm tired. Sorry guys, I'm tired. Bench went very, very well. So as you guys can see, we're incorporating a lot of long pause work. So for my top sets, it's a 2-1 pause, meaning for the first rep, it's a 2 count pause, and then for all my preceding reps after that on my top set, it's just a normal pause. So I had a double at RP6, started off with 275 pounds. Then my back down sets, I had 2 back down sets with 242, and that was at like just a normal comp pause. And then an AMRAP, and then 2x4 close grip bench press with a long pause. And we're just doing that obviously so that we don't get screwed over again if a judge decides to hold the pause for longer than what they should be. The rule's supposed to be as soon as the bar is still, they call press, but I'm not trying to leave anything to chance at nationals. That's why we're doing the long pause work. That's why I'm working on trying to, play with the heel on squats. That's why we're using hook grip on deadlifts. I'm trying to control every variable, make sure that I am going to be able to have the best meet I've ever had in terms of like, you know, everything. I want to go 9 for 9. I want to PR and everything. Just want to have like, you know, like have a super meet, like the best meet that I can have 16 weeks from today at nationals. Like otherwise it's like, what's the point? Why sign up? Why pay all this money? Why go there if I'm not gonna be able to, like, you know, be the best version of myself on game day? But it was a great start. It was awesome being with the squad. Everything was hyped. But yeah, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Just, you know, I'm looking forward to taking you guys through, like, you know, the days on this block, because I think the days are set up pretty interesting. It's nice change of pace. You guys know, like, you know, whenever it's the same macro cycle, the blocks kind of look the same. Whenever we go to a new macro cycle, which we're doing, then the blocks kind of change up. So, and the days from each block change up. So looking forward to you guys through that. Looking forward to providing you with more informative content. You guys let me know in the comments down below if there's any topics you want me to cover specifically. Even if it's a topic I covered like a while back, but you want to go more in depth, I'll do that. This channel always, first and foremost, is for you guys. I know I've been doing a lot more like training informative videos instead of sitting talking to you guys, just because I've been busy, man, with the meet and it being my wedding week. Like, the best time for me to record is while I'm training. But anyway, yeah, just wanted to cover that. That's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, go leave a comment down below. Let me know what you did. If you're not, leave a comment down below. Let me know what I can do better. Like the video, share, subscribe. Keep it simple, specific, scientific. I'll catch you guys later.